Hello and welcome. I'm Jonathan Sinclair, and tonight we are going to be talking about the recent crippling of the United States economy. Over the past few months, the stock market and consumer confidence has dropped dramatically, and the overall state of American lives has been at its lowest point since the Depression. We heard about some interesting techniques that American citizens are using to better control their spending. We spoke to the widely respected economic analyst Daniel Redding to gain a little more insight as to what those may be. Hi, thanks for being here today, Daniel, and thank you for welcoming us into your lovely home.
Oh, mi casa su casa, John. It is pretty nice though, huh?
Yeah, it is. So tell us a little of what's caused this financial crisis that we're in the middle of.
Well, it's really a great number of things that brought about this economic slump that we're experiencing. But what I'd really like to focus on are some budgeting methods. Now, more than ever, it is very important to recycle. It's absolutely essential, John, that we use those resources that we've paid for to their utmost potential. Paper products, for example, I try to dry and reuse my paper towels as often as I can. I am also very careful of my water consumption. Many have come to realize that a Brita water filter is a great investment, but what most don't realize are the really cost-effective places that one can gather water. A neighbor's garden hose, rainwater, Fido's water bowl, even one's own urine can be filtered into drinkable water using a Brita water filter.
I see, so...
Oh, your name reminds me of another point, John. Did you know that 80% of our daily water usage is by means of toilet and shower use? Which is why it's a great idea to instead urinate into the Brita water filter and defecate into one's own backyard or perhaps some public park. Human feces are a rather conducive fertilizer. Why do you think the grass is so green in my backyard?
Right, so you also mentioned showering. What sort of alternatives do you have for that?
Well, I don't. I no longer shower. But if you happen to live near a stream, river, or scheduled sprinkler, I recommend that you utilize those natural resources and bathe whenever you can.
Wow. It sounds like you have really made some shocking breakthroughs in this field of cost effectivity. Great work, Daniel.
Thank you, John.
Well, we've heard it from the professional, but now we would like to show you some actual effects that this recession has had on the general population. We gathered a few examples from a recent Channel 8 field study. Our first stop in our field study brings us to Rancho San Joaquin in Irvine, California. Now, let's see if this gentleman behind us will be able to explain to us what is happening in the economy right now. Excuse me, sir?
Hey, what the hell?
No need for alarm. We're just conducting a study on the effects of the recent economic recession on the American population. Now, would you say that your actions right now are in direct relation to the economic situation?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right. Well, there you have it. Simple act of desperation in these very difficult times.
Hey, buddy, a little help?
Our next stop on our field study brings us to the electronics store Best Buy. Now, we are going to find a customer that can give us further insight into this economic downturn. Let's see who we can find. Oh, right over here. Sir, excuse me? Sir? Sir, sir, excuse me. Yes, what sort of economic hardships are you facing right now?
Oh, well, I am currently suffering a great deal of economic hardship in the matter of transportation.
Ah, yes, I see. Rising gas prices coupled with the volatile stock market makes it a very difficult time to be an American right now. Sir, what's going on through your mind right now? What are you thinking about?
Oh, a lot of things. But I'd also like to add that I am currently under the protection of my Fifth Amendment right to double jeopardy, and that should keep me away from any charges of grand theft.
Right. Okay, there you have it. Another life torn asunder by this economic catastrophe. Our final stop on our field study brings us to a gas station here in Irvine, California, where behind me I have Ando.
Hello, my name is Ando.
Hi, Ando. and he's going to talk to us a little about the fluctuating gas prices. Now, you know that the gas prices are fluctuating. What have you done to cope with this?
Gas is very expensive. I had to get second job, and I have not been driving my car for 1 full month. I've been walking, I've been riding the bus, and finally I saved enough money to come today to finally fill up my gas tank.
It's very good to hear, Ondo. Now, also, recently in the news, ExxonMobil, very big gas company, they released their third quarter profits, and it was actually $14.38 billion, which is a record, yes. And how do you feel about this?
That is a lot of money.
Indeed it is, indeed it is. And one final question. The American economy, do you think that we are still going to be in a recession in the coming years?
Japanese economy very strong.
No, not Japanese, the American economy.
American economy?
Yes.
What was the question?
Recession, do you think we're going to be in a recession?
Yes.
Okay. There you have it. And this concludes our field study in...
$9? $150?
All right. I think we've learned a lot here today. Any closing suggestions, Daniel?
Yes, I do. Some other very important resources are electricity and energy. So it's important to really take note of how much you're using in your homes. Turn off those lights as often as you can.
Now, I look around this lovely home of yours, Daniel, but it doesn't seem like you're actually cutting down on electricity usage. Why is that? Why not make use of this method in your own home?
Well, you see, John, we're actually in the middle of a new method that I'm still testing out.
Sorry, I'm not quite following you.
Well, it's quite simple. Shoot. Hey, man, let's go, dude. This ain't my crib.
What the hell's going on? What the fuck are you guys doing in my house?
Shut the camera off. Shut it off.
I think the economy is pretty bad because there's inflation, but the minimum wages isn't going up with it.
It sucks. There's so many people out of work, so many people losing their homes. It sucks. I don't understand what happened. I don't know why it happened, but on Tuesday we have a way to change that.
I think that the current administration has taken us in all the wrong directions. And as a consequence, just like Clinton did, it's going to take a Democrat and Barack Obama's ideas to come in and get us out of this mess as much as we possibly can.
I think the economy is in very bad shape right now. I don't think, it's November 2nd, 2008. I don't really think that that's, much in question by anybody at that point.
I just know it's pretty bad right now.
I can't say enough about how bad it is, actually.
I simply think it's terrible.
I'm concerned personally.